I'm so glad to be with you tonight. You know, you'll always be my one and only Valentine.
Man, Valentine's Day has always been one of my most favorite holidays. Yeah, Christmas, Thanksgiving, then Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I wish I could be as excited as you are about my past Valentines. Mine weren't that great, sweetie.
Are you serious? Man, mine were the bomb. Woo! I remember from 1992 to 2006, I think I celebrated every single Valentine's Day.
Wow.
That's the longest streak in Valentine's Day history.
Okay, sweetie.
For the record books, people.
Okay.
I gotta share my stats with the people.
Okay, sweetie, your stats?
Yeah, my stats.
Oh, Lord.
What's that, 16 straight years? That's gotta be a record.
Okay.
Woo!
Well, I bet I have a record for the woman who had the least Valentine's Day ever on the planet,
Sorry, sweet.
in the universe.
Oh, man. That's,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Yeah.
Well, I remember my first Valentine's Day. I was a senior in high school, and I was running track, and I had a track meet later on that night, and it was a girl I really liked, and I bought her some flowers and some roses, and this the high school system has a type of Valentine's Day mail system, and so I sent her some roses, and she loved it. And woo! I felt like I was like a player back then. Woo! Even though I was just I guess the geek. See, that was 1992. Then in 1993, I met a girl. I was in college in Ann Arbor. I had a girlfriend. Her parents lived on a small farm about 2 hours away, and they grew corn and wheat and fruits and a few tomatoes. And it was a very cold Valentine's Day, and 43 degrees. 2004, I bought a dog for this girl. It was supposed to be a puppy, but it ended up being a pit bull, and it bit her. Oh, sweetie, will you wake up?
I'm sorry, sweetie.
You're going to sleep with our listeners here, or our viewers.
Your testimonies were a little lengthy, baby.
Yeah, I got a lot to share.
Yes, I'm sorry. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, maybe I
Are you
have...
almost finished?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
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 Let me stop
Let's
talking.
wrap it up. Okay.
All right, enough about me then. What about you?
Well, you know, my memories aren't that great. I know that I went through all of high school, all of college without a Valentine. I mean, actually, I didn't have a Valentine until I was in my mid to late 20s.
Dang!
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Wow.
I mean, I remember both high school, college, like walking around on Valentine's Day, watching all my friends and different people getting flowers and candy and roses and balloons and stuffed animals and hugs and kisses, and I was just walking around all by myself with no one. I felt so rejected. It was horrible.
I feel your pain. I feel your pain.
And then, you know, I just after going through that for so long, I finally just said I really wanted to experience just a guy giving me flowers, even if it was one rose on Valentine's Day. And so it was really sad. And I can tell you this one story about this guy. Now, when I finally did get a Valentine, this is what my boyfriend at that time did. I picked him up. Did you hear what I just said? Make sure your volume is up loud enough so you can hear. I picked him up.
Well, no, hold on. Let's analyze this situation now. You mean he picked him up? Meaning, was his perhaps that he had a car accident and he didn't have a form of transportation? You know, no, these streets out here, people are crazy out there.
I'm sorry. I picked him up.
Oh.
We drove to the restaurant, and because he did make reservations, we ended up having to get takeout because there were no tables. And we went back to my parents' house, And by the time we got there, the food was cold. And we sat at my parents' table eating the food on paper plates.
Now that's what I call a creative Valentine's
That
Day.
was trash, baby. It was straight trash. And you know, for a minute, I was going to settle for that. I was like, well, you know, I have always wanted a Valentine. You know, and he really, you know, he does like me. He is my boyfriend. But finally I had to say, wait a minute, no, this is unacceptable. And I told him, I said, this is unacceptable. I'm your girlfriend. You're going to have to make up for this. You took me to a carry-out for Valentine's Day. This is just not going to work. And ladies, let this be a lesson to you. If you are a child of God, you are a princess. Don't settle for somebody who will treat you like this.
Boom, yeah. You know, it's hard for a hardcore thug like myself to be romantic on a special day like today, but I understand today is, was it Thanksgiving? Valentine's Day. So I want to wish all y'all ladies out there a very happy, special Valentine's Day. And I got this poinsettia for you, so I know poinsettias are for Christmas, but it's a plant and it's red and appreciate it, alright? Because y'all need to appreciate stuff you and give you, alright? I'm out.
But then finally, I really did get a Valentine. Now, honey, don't be upset. This was just a little bit before you came along, but I'll never forget it. There was this guy I was dating very seriously at the time, and it was Valentine's Day. When I got home from work, he sent me 2 dozen beautiful red roses with a teddy bear and a card. When I saw that, it was like all of the hurt and pain that I'd been feeling over the years just poured out. I fell out on my knees and just started crying. Even he was like, okay, why are you crying so hard? I don't think he really understood how much that meant to me. It was just like all of that hurt, rejection I went through all those years before, it just went away at that moment. And I'll never forget that. And then, not too long after him, I got my forever Valentine, which would be you, baby. I'm reminded of Philippians 4:11, and it says, in whatsoever state I find myself, I will be content. So if you find yourself in a state of singleness and not dating, we want to give you some ways to be content on this Valentine's Day. It is not a time to be bitter or sad or lonely. There are some great ideas for how to enjoy Valentine's Day.
Exactly. You know, one thing I decided I was going to do when I was single or when I was dating, that, as you know, you saw my stats there.
Yeah.
That I think in my mind that if I was with somebody or single, I was going to enjoy Valentine's Day and enjoy it properly.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I did that was very effective, let me try to think of this scenario here. It was when I was in grad school, and actually a female friend of mine, I teamed up with her, and she sent out Valentine's Day cards to all the guys in the class. I sent out Valentine's Day cards to all the girls in the class, and I had some people that were really touched by that. I had one girl come to me afterwards and say that was the first time she ever received anything for Valentine's Day.
I know what that's like.
Yeah, and so that gave me a chance to celebrate Valentine's Day and to be a blessing. But yet at the same time, I did it in a way that, now I don't want to do it by myself and send out cards to everybody, and people think I'm trying to hook up with them and so forth. And so people knew that I was doing it in conjunction with somebody else.
That's wonderful.
So you gotta, use a little wisdom, but at the same time, especially for males, because men, we are the initiators for Valentine's Day. Mainly, we give the cards, we give the flowers, we give the candy. So if you're single and don't have somebody, think about who you can bless.
Yeah.
Who you can, instead of just, saying, oh, I don't have no woman, I ain't giving anybody anything.
And getting bitter. Grab some of your girlfriends together, rent a limousine, dress up in your finest outfit, and all you all just go out to eat. Make reservations at a really fancy restaurant, put on your best outfit, roll up in that limousine, and have a great time. There's just so many different things you can do. So tune in next time to
iLove.
I love you, baby.
I love you too.
Mwah.